got up this morning singing,
God is so good.
I got up this morning singing,
God is so good.
I got up this morning singing,
God is so good.
hey, my God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Oh, feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Hey, my God is so good to me. Lord, listen, in my time of trouble.
God is so good.
Yeah, in my time of trouble.
God is so good.
Woo, in my time of darkness.
You know God is so good.
Hey, my God is so good to me. Well, in my time of triumph. Hey, in my time of triumph. Oh, in my time of triumph. My God is so good to me. All right, everyone, go ahead and say hello to your neighbor. Hello to everyone tuning in online. Thanks for joining us. I think we're on YouTube today. Woo! A lot of love in the house. Some dancing already. Linda. All right, come on back. We're gonna keep on singing. Woo! When my day is over, I'm singing. When my day is over, I'm singing. When my day is over, I'm singing. Hey, my God is so good to me. Whoa, every day, every way, God is so, hey, every day, in every way, God is so good. When I take the time to praise the Spirit, God is so good. Hey, my God is so good to me. Whoa, every day, in every way. Yeah, hey, every day, in every way. When I take the time to praise the Spirit,
God is so good.
hey, 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 my God is so good to me. How did we wake up this morning? I woke up this morning singing.
God is so good.
Woo! I woke up this morning singing. I got up this morning singing. God is so, hey, my God is so, my God is so, my God is so good to me. Woo! Oh, that's an amazing way to start Celebrate. Go on, sit down. Let's give a hand to Mr. Attila Fias on piano, Kelby McNair vocals and drums, and the VTC Community Choir in the seats. Woo, my heart is a thumping right now. Wow. Okay, so before I go on, switching mics, I think. Before I go on, I'm going to ask, is there anyone here for the first time today on a Sunday? There is, over here on this side. And so we're welcoming Diana today. Thank you for being here with us, Diana. Diana comes to us through a friend who hangs out at Elevate Wednesdays. And so where is it that Diana has wandered into? Where is it that we are all coming together in community? We are here at the Victoria True Center, which is a place, but it is also this that is hanging out in here, this that is the very essence of our soul, of our being. It is this one incredible, amazing, dynamic thing that is the only thing that is ever going on. And so whether you call it love, which we do here at VTC a lot, we're about living life lovingly, whether you call it spirit, source, the quantum field, energy, God, like in that song, the word, the label, whatever, is so much less important than embodying the thing. And when I say embodying, this is what is at the center of our VTC values compass. So we come together in community, in song, in meditation, inspirational talk, connection, conversation, conversation, sharing food, art, so many different ways, all to endeavor to experience spirit, that thing that we are, more fully every moment of every day. So how does that sound on a Sunday morning here at VTC? Sounds good. Oh, I like this. I really like this. All right. And so let us also remember where it is that we are doing this, celebrating, that we are coming together in gratitude and humility, gathering on Lekwungen territorial land, the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. We honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred spaces. What a blessing, gift, and privilege it is to be able to live and breathe and work and play and co-create in the shared spirit of harmony, respect, and love upon these sacred lands. May our community uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness that the Lekwungen peoples have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. Haishka. All right, so just taking a breath, switching mics. And this is an opportunity to tune in, to turn within, to really anchor ourselves in our heart, in this incredible, amazing center of our being, to feel the energy that we are, to feel it more fully so that we can connect with each other more fully. So if you just want to close your eyes and sit and receive, please feel free. And for those who want to sing along, the lyrics will be up on the screen. Every breath, every thought, every word, every deed. I am remembering that love is all there is. And because this power, this presence and profundity is the one and only thing that is ever going on, I am knowing that this is who and what I am. This is who and what everyone and everything is. And so as I continue to move from one now moment to the next, what a blessing and a gift it is to be here now, to be fully alive, awake, and aware, to recognize this incredible, amazing dynamism that is always in and at play. And so knowing that love is the only thing going on, I am knowing that right here, right now, This Celebrate Sunday experience is pure love expressing through every breath, every note, every turn of phrase, every curiosity, every moment of expansion. And so as we continue to further embody the love we truly are, as we celebrate it in a myriad of ways, I am so eternally grateful and appreciate with my entire being the ability, the capacity, and opportunity to do so. So with so much joy, so much reverence, and so much love in my heart, I simply release my word as law, knowing that today's Celebrate Sunday is the most loving and love-filled one yet. So I release, I let go, as we affirm together, and so it is. We are remembering who we are. We are remembering who we are. We are remembering. We are remembering who we are. I am remembering we are loved. I am remembering we are loved. I am remembering. I am remembering we are loved. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. So just taking a few more breaths, a few more moments to rest in that knowing, that being, that certainty that love is our true nature. And I invite everyone to receive a big cleansing breath in and release. Gently opening your eyes. Thank you for your consciousness and your presence. And thank you, gentlemen. So beautiful. All right, switching mics again. So just taking a little bit of a turn into another aspect of our time together. Our monthly theme, which for those who have been here before will know by now that it is noticing. And there's an affirmation to go with to open us up to noticing more with more awareness, more consciously. And it is with openness and curiosity, I notice what's alive in me right now. So no need to stand, you guys can stay seated, but I'm going to invite us all to declare this together, just so we can really anchor ourselves in this affirmation. So I invite you to just let these words land where they may. Maybe there's something that's popping out at you. Maybe there's something already being stirred within. And so here we go. Let's do this together. With openness and curiosity, I notice what's alive in me right now. So is that true? Are you guys noticing? Love energy. Beautiful. Thank you, Reverend Raymond. I was going to ask if anyone wanted to share anything, and Reverend Raymond's already like, here we go, love energy. Would you like to expand on that? Sure. All right. Is there a reverend who's ever said no to being given a mic?
I spent most of my life trying to simplify the universe. And spiritually, of course, speaking. And I've come to understand on the one side we have the universe, which is energy. Science knows that. And on this side we have spirit, which is us. I said to myself, or love, expressing. So I said to myself, well, maybe the universe is just expressing love. That's not a brainer, is it? Anyway, that's what I've come to. So I called the universe love energy. Period. I like that.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Reverend Raymond. Actually, I'm going to let you hold on to that because maybe there's someone else who would like to share something that's coming up for them. Reverend Blenda, have at it.
I will make it short and simple. Like you say, love is all that there is. And I keep this in my thoughts every single day and every moment that I can, remembering that when we take from the abundance of love, we can create in our lives what we really desire and what's good for everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Reverend Blenda. And so here at VTC, when we talk about love, we talk about the universe, we talk about energy, we talk about God. When I'm talking about it, they're all one thing. Because if there's only one thing, and if we live in a world of non-duality and oneness, there can't be anything else, right? I'm getting the okay fingers from Reverend Raymond. All right, fantastic. So I invite all of us to continue leaning into this theme and opening up to what this affirmation is stirring up within us, and to just continue noticing, because the more we notice, the more conscious we are, the more awake and aware we are, and the more we can live life intentionally as the love that we truly are, right? So thank you for that. Trying a little bit of a shuffle in the program today to see how that feels, how that goes. So, last week, who was here last week? Okay, a few people were here last week. So last week, during the share, Reverend Gail Musio offered a quote that she heard from Deepak Chopra during an online summit that she and her husband John were watching called The Flow. And the quote that she read to us last week was, "If our spiritual and emotional intelligence does not keep up with technological intelligence, then we are doomed to extinction." Those are pretty powerful words, right? Extinction, like that's it, no more, right? From a New Thought perspective, it's like, well, life is eternal. Energy is forever moving and evolving and creating, and so there's no beginning, there's no end. However, the way that we experience ourselves as that energy, as that creativity, as love, as God, as whatever you want to call whatever that thing is, that's up to us. And so we are constantly, every single now moment, choosing, whether we're aware of it or not, how much of that allness, how much of that power, how much of that energy to experience and express as, right? And so what was alive for me this entire week was this quote just kept coming back at me again and again and again and again. And the thing that Reverend Gail said after she shared this quote was that these were very powerful words and the impetus for us to invite people to our community to grow in emotional and spiritual awareness. Well, that also is a very powerful statement, right? And I started wondering, why? Why is it important for us to invite people? Why is it important for us to connect with people and to even share what it is that we are so enthusiastic about, that we are so anchored in? Is it important at all? Well, I say yes. And so if anyone who here read the newsletter that went out yesterday? couple of people. So there were a few questions that I posed in the, or that I posted in the newsletter. As I was opening up to what wanted to be shared and revealed today, those questions rearranged themselves and kind of reworded themselves, but the crux of them is still there. So instead of there being 3 questions, there are now 4 questions that I want to pose to everyone here, okay? And so the first one is, how do you embrace your own emotional and spiritual awareness? And I'm asking you as much as I'm asking myself, okay? And I'm not standing here pretending to have all of the answers, because I am a work in progress like every single individual here, right? I may have a bit more years of schooling in a certain area, but aside from that, we are all this incredible energy and creativity expressing from one now moment to the next. Sometimes we're aware of it, sometimes we're not, sometimes we are living life by design, a lot of times we're living by default, okay? So my question is, how do I embrace our own emotional and spiritual awareness? Well, one of the ways is by coming here, right? One of the ways is through practice, daily, ongoing practice. And that means you got to be committed to something. And even on those days when you don't feel like it, or you're tired, or you woke up late, or it's gloomy outside, or maybe you're traveling, or maybe you partied too much, I don't know. But you still need to embody the spirit, the love, the creativity that you are. And the best way to do that is through constant daily practice. Because practice, I'm not going to say makes perfect, but makes us better, makes us more efficient, makes us more effective, gives us the opportunity to recognize the allness that we are more easily because we practice it on a regular basis. So the second question is, because Reverend Gail was talking about inviting people into our community, what does community mean to you? Right? When we had our visionings last year, we had one on Sunday and we had one on Wednesday so that we could have the Celebrate and the Elevate crowd, different vibes, but similar reasons for coming here. Open up to the infinite possibilities of the quantum field and open up to what is it that this community wants to be? What is it that is happening? How is love, God, spirit, source, whatever you want to call it, how is it expressing in, through, and as us, right? And this is what came out of it. That our 4 main pillars of why we come together and what we champion are transformation, connection, knowing, and relatability. Those are the 4 main things that our community is anchored in. This isn't something I made up and said, this is what we're going to be doing, this is how we're going to be feeling. This came from the community. And then our 4 main values that came out were love, commitment, openness, and authenticity. And all of that is in service of our purpose at the center, which is embodiment. Okay? And like I said before, this is to feel. This is to know without a doubt, with 100% confidence and certainty that love is our true nature. And the more that we remind ourselves of that, the more that we practice that, the more that we feel that, the more we can show up as that without having to think about doing so, right? So when coming together in community, this is what we're doing. I looked up the word community, the etymology of it, and it comes from the Latin communitas, which means public spirit, which comes from the word communis, meaning common. Okay? And so I thought, well, the new thought perspective of this is we are coming together in oneness. We're coming together as one. We're coming together not just to celebrate the love that we truly are, but to be more of the love that we truly are, to amplify it, not just for ourselves, not just for each other, but for our world, right? This is the big why. We're not just here for ourselves. We are part of this global community of love expressing, right? Now, that goes through the why is it important to invite people to grow in emotional and spiritual awareness. And it can be something as simple as, well, the more we are aware of who and what we truly are, then the more we recognize our capacity for greatness, the more we recognize and acknowledge it in others, and as we up-level, then so does our world. But like the super, super simple thing is that as God, as love, as spirit, as source, as the quantum field of infinite potentiality, in order to experience itself, in order to fulfill itself, it needs to move and groove its way in through and as something, and that's us. So we come together in community so that spirit can fulfill itself more fully, so that it can experience itself more fully. And as we're doing that, we get to experience the love, the creativity, the genius, the awesomeness that we are at our core more and more and more and more. And because everything is energy, everything is vibration, it's all about frequency, the more we can vibrate at a higher frequency of love and knowing, compassion, peace, joy, all of those amazing high frequency things, the more we can only up-level the rest of the world. Instead of being dragged down by those who are lower frequency, we are the ones who get to help rise up and up-level those around us, right? And it can be automatic the more aware we are of who and what we are. So the next question which came up today was, how do you support and steward our community? And so this speaks directly to connection, our pillar of connection. And the statement that goes with connection is, we nurture relationships and curate experiences to cultivate wholeness. Wholeness with a capital W. And that's just another way of saying aligned, in tune, anchored, knowing that no matter what is going on, no matter what it is that I'm experiencing, I am love, I am spirit, I am source, I am God. And as love, spirit, source, God, creativity, energy, whatever you want to call it, I am bigger and more powerful and more resilient and creative than anything I could ever think, believe, or feel, than anything I could ever experience. So the title of my talk today is The Power of Community Awakening. So we can have our own individual spiritual practices and we can do our own stuff, day to day. But until we come into community, until we come together, the power that we are, it's not being shared and experienced and amplified as much as it is in community. And so this is why we come together in community, because there will be some times where we are feeling so anchored, so aligned, so dialed in, but there will be other days where we're forgetting, or maybe we don't feel like it, or maybe like stuff is going on that is just reflecting back to us like, how could I possibly be bigger than any of this? And then we get to be reminded by people in our community, right? We get to be lifted up and held up and loved up until we can remember for ourselves and we can show up more as the love that we are. And even though there's this amazing quote by Ernest Holmes in The Science of Mind, one in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority. Isn't it better if we come together and all of those ones that are complete majorities come to make an even bigger majority? Right? Like, I get intellectually that in the quantum field, there is no time or space. I've read it enough times, I've recited it enough times, there is no time or space. So what I can know in my mind, I can know for someone else. They don't have to be in the same room for me to do the work that I do, to do affirmative prayer. But what I also know is what I feel. And whether this is part of my human seeming limitation or experience or whatever, when I meditate in a room with people, I feel more. When I am in a counseling session with someone in person, there's more of a connection there than there is if it's on the phone or via Zoom or remotely. And so it is so important for us to to cultivate this incredible, amazing experience that we have when we come together in person, because we each have this incredible, amazing energetic field that extends out, from our minds, from our hearts. And as we come together, those fields can bump into each other and amplify each other, and then the love that we are can just go and be amplified that much more amazingly out into the world. So the power of community awakening is that the love we are at our core just gets to extend out and up-level everyone and everything in its warm embrace. Now, going to Emma Smiley, this is a bit more of the quote that we had in meditation. She writes, "What we accept in consciousness manifests. Consciousness is limitless. We have only one thing to do. We must expand our consciousness." And so this means that we really, really need to keep practicing, to keep remembering that we are so much more than this lifetime, than this skin and bones and everything that we are walking around in and we are experiencing spirit through and as. There is so much more to us. And the more that we focus on that, the more that we commit ourselves to working on that, to doing that spiritual work, then the easier it is for the tendency of our being to show up as the love we are, rather than to get stuck in the negative things that could happen in life. Because they will happen, for sure. But even when they're so-called negative, when we are showing up as love 95% of the time, even the seeming negative things can become opportunities and gifts and blessings and lessons, right? And the time it takes for us to go from to becomes shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, because we remain anchored in the love that we are. So a fifth question came up for me as all of this was coming up this morning. And I'm asking it of myself, but I'm also asking it of you, because everybody in our community is a leader in your own right, okay? Just because I stand at the front of the room doesn't mean I'm the leader, okay? I may be the spiritual director, but all of us are leaders, okay? And so the question is, what kind of a leader do I want to be? What kind of a leader do I want to be in my life? What kind of a leader do I want to be in the relationships that I have? What kind of a leader do I want to be in my community? The kind of leader I want to be is I want to be the one who walks and talks this values compass that came out of our community, that embodies the love that I am, the energy, the creativity, as often as I possibly can, so that I can express more fully as that, so I can support others in doing the same, so I can really lean into my personal why, which is cultivating a global community founded in love. And it all has to do with awakening. Because even though we are that love, if we're not aware, if we're not awake to that incredible, amazing truth, then we're kind of walking around in a daze and in a haze wondering, why does life feel this way? Why am I missing out when all these other people are saying, whoa, life is so amazing, infinite possibilities, the quantum field, blah, 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 So, in the end, if we don't take our spiritual work seriously, we will miss the infinite possibilities of being available to us. And I'm saying we will be doomed to suffer a limited, diminished experience of living. So I'm going to throw those 4 questions back at you just to open more of you up to the infinite possibilities of being. How do you embrace your own emotional and spiritual awareness? What does community mean to you? Why is it important to invite people to grow in emotional and spiritual awareness? And how do you support and steward your spiritual community? In the end, I don't have the answers. I'm inviting us all to open up to whatever it is that is possible, because every single now moment is a brand spanking new opportunity to not just remember who we are, not to awaken more to who and what we are, but to be the love we already are. Thank you, and so it is. Okay, and so now we have about 10, 12, 13 minutes of conscious connection in small groups. If this isn't your jam, I invite you to just get up, go for a little walk, just have a little stretch. That's totally fine. But if you would like to get into a group with of 3 or 4 people and just sort of talk about what's coming up for you today so far in the talk, the music, whatever, then now is the time to do so. And I will ding the meditation bowl when it's time to come back. Okay, so just lift your chairs, get into little groups, and I'll ding the meditation bowl. Thank you. All right, everyone, finish up your super engaging conversations. And as you guys start coming back into formation, I'm going to hand out the You Are Beautiful blessing box. So just open it up, take one, close it, pass it along to the next person. A little affirmation and a blessing from me to you. And otherwise, as we're all coming back together, this is an opportunity to check in how you're doing right now compared to how you were feeling when you walked in. Better? Yeah, better. How are people feeling? Anyone here feeling uplifted? Oh, yeah. Yes, great. Anyone feeling more connected? Yes. More joyful? Yes. More like the love that you are at your core? I'm seeing more smiles the more I'm asking people like, oh. All right, okay, so however it is that you're feeling, whatever you're feeling, that joy, that bliss, that love, feeling better, upliftment, it comes from this incredible, amazing spring of wellness that never runs out. And so we have the opportunity not just to feel this way for ourselves, but to share that generosity of spirit. And there's so many different ways to do so. And so if you would like to share your generosity by contributing financially, there are a bunch of different ways to do so listed on the screen here. There is a little silver bowl at the back where you can either put some money in an envelope, put it in, you can fill out a little e-transfer card, you can use a credit card. You can also help volunteer in our community. And so I'm going to talk about that in just a bit. But for now, however it is that you want to be generous of spirit and just give, I invite you to place your hands on your heart and let's, with enthusiasm, declare this generosity affirmation together. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. And so I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze for just a few more moments, allowing that gratitude and appreciation to appreciate, knowing that the love that is steeped and infused in every single breath, every single connection, every single aspect of today's Celebrate Sunday continues to move forward, continues to spiral upward and outward beyond our walls, enveloping everyone and everything in its loving embrace. So for all of the love that is present, for all of the generosity of spirit that is on its way, I simply say thank you and yes, please, to more and more and more. So I release, I let go, I trust and know, and together we affirm, and so it is. If you or anyone you know is in need of prayer, please let us know because we have a prayer team that is about to expand. And when you send a prayer request to prayers@victoriatruthcenter.org or you leave one in the little butterfly box at the back there in front of the silver bowl, then it comes to me and then I share it with our VTC prayer team who will perform affirmative, atomic, practical prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment for you and yours. And if you've ever been to one of our healing circles, you've experienced firsthand how powerful prayer can be. How can I volunteer? We do have a festive holiday lunch coming up on December 14th. And so this festive holiday lunch is an amazing way to contribute. There are 2 clipboards on the name tag table over there, the Imagine table. And if you're not a member, then you wouldn't have name tags on there yet, but the clipboards are on there. And if you would like to join us for this incredible, amazing opportunity to come together in spirit, as spirit, to break bread, to share stories, to further connect with each other and celebrate the love that we all are, you can bring a dish, you can help to set up, you can help to clean up, or you can just show up and get loved up, okay? So please join us for this amazing, amazing holiday lunch. It's gonna be super fun. Then I'm gonna invite everyone to stand up. We're gonna sing our final tune. which is so easy. Could we have the lyric slide, please? We're just going to sing this over and over again. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. Okay?
1, 2, 3.
I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me again. I love myself so much, it's the only one, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. All right, turn to someone next to you. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. Turn to someone else. Turn to someone behind you. Much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. All right, go ahead and bless your neighbor for the week. You can sing to them how much you love them. I love you. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me at Celebrate. Whatever it is that you want to say, or we'll just keep singing the tune. That's what we'll do. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. One more time. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. Woo! And that is another Celebrate Sunday at VTC. Thank you for being here in person, online. We love you. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here, and we'll see you next week. All right. Thank you to Attila Fias on piano, Kelby McNair on drums. Thank you, Sandy, for greeting. Thank you, Glenn, on tech. Thank you to everyone who's going to help put the chairs away in just a minute.